Don't negotiate with terrorists, okay? Stand your ground, dang it. They cannot just be wild banshees running through the forest like doing whatever they want to do. So think about that, okay? All right, boo-boo. Hey, what's up, you guys? It is Shandice from Gigglezilla, and today we are going to talk about redirecting. This term gets thrown around a lot. I use it myself a lot, and I thought, you know what? Do people even know what this means? Like, what does it mean to redirect a child? And how do I do that? Why the heck would I ever redirect them? Anyway, that's what we're going to talk about today. We'll just start with the definition. To redirect a child means to verbally tell them what you would like them to do. So you are literally redirecting unwanted or unsafe behavior. So we all know that kids, they're just impulsive. Like sometimes I really just be like, why are you doing that? Like, why did you do that? How did that pop into your head that you just want to get up on the counter and jump from one counter to the next? Like, why? When I think about redirecting, it's clear that they like climbing. It's clear that they like jumping. How do I still honor their desire to have fun and to play, but to move that play into something safe? So what I want to do, if I see the behavior and it's unwanted or unsafe, I just tell them what it is I would like for them to do. Plain and simple, I tell them the appropriate behavior. I see that you want to jump. Let's go jump on the trampoline outside. Or let's go play a game with the jump rope. And the key to this, which is kind of interesting, is like you're telling them what they can do instead of what they can't do. So that's where the redirection actually comes in. I don't want to tell you you can't jump on the counter. You can't do this, you can't do that. I'm gonna tell you what you can do, right? I'm gonna give you some options. If you don't want to do that, we can do this, it's also safe. We can do this, it's also safe. You guys are in some ways teaching them to make better choices and to control that instinctive, impulsive, just wild behavior that they have. My mom always says that's why they call them children, right? Like they need you to show them and guide them. They cannot just be wild banshees running through the forest like doing whatever they want to do. It's not wise. They will hurt themselves. That's why they have parents and guardians and like people around them to help keep them safe. And that's you, right? Redirection is really, in my opinion, a safety measure. You're doing something that's not safe, that's not good for you. How do I show you how to make a better choice, right? Like ultimately that's what you want to do. Teach them to make better choices. This next one is hard to do but necessary. Like, don't negotiate with terrorists, okay? Sometimes those little zillas can be terrorizing you. Don't negotiate with them. I said what I said and I meant it, and I expect you to follow through. If you are climbing on the back of the couch and I asked you not to do that and I gave you several choices, you want to climb, we have some stuff outside that you can climb with. We have toys that are meant for climbing. We'll climb up the ladder and go down the slide that's outside, right? And they tell you they don't want to do that. I'm not negotiating with you. These are your choices. Pick one of them, right? Like, don't negotiate with them. Don't argue with kids because, you know what? I'm gonna just be honest. Arguing with kids, eventually they will get to the point where they're so good at arguing with you that you just give in to what they want. I'm not arguing with you. I said what I said and I expect you to do it, okay? I gave you some choices. We're redirecting this unwanted behavior. If I have to repeat myself 5 times, then that's okay. But I want to jump on the counter. We're not going to jump on the counter, but we can go and jump rope. And the other key, you guys, I just remember this as I was talking, is that when you're redirecting, you want to keep your language really simple. So this is not a monologue because we're not negotiating. We're not arguing with them. We're making a statement, changing one behavior to another. we're done. You can get at their eye level, and if you have to say it 10 times, say it 10 times. I understand that you want to climb on the counter, right? Or I understand that you want to hit your sister with the baseball bat because you think it's funny. We're not going to do that. We have a baseball outside. We can take the bat outside and you can hit the ball that way. There are other choices that you can make. I'm not going to argue with you no matter how many times you tell me you want to hit her with something. No, we're not doing it, okay? Stand your ground, dang it. If you know something's unsafe or something is unwanted, stick to it. Like, don't let them decide what they're gonna do when it poses a danger to you or to someone else or to property. These are things they need to learn in life. Beyond redirecting your 3-year-old, these are skills they're gonna take with them for the rest of your life. So think about that, okay? All right, boo-boo. This one is hard. That's what she said. This is a family channel. I just love The Office. I love it so much. Michael Scott, I love you. And Scott Robertson, I love you too. Okay, so along with what we just talked about, it's important that you are consistent. So if you don't allow them to jump off the top of the bunk bed onto the floor, if you don't allow it on Monday, don't allow it on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday either, right? Because consistency is how children learn. It is so exhausting to redirect the same behaviors over and over, okay? I get it, but you have to. Repetition and consistency and predictability is how children learn. And if they're in your care, newsflash, it's your job to teach them. Be consistent with what you say. We're not jumping off the top bunk. If you want to jump off of something, let's go outside and play, or let's go to the park, or let's go to the trampoline nation, whatever it's called in your area, and you can jump there, right? They do it again. We're not gonna jump off the top bunk. Here's what we can do. Stick to that, you guys. I know it's hard and it's so freaking exhausting. Like, sometimes I just be like, oh my gosh, why don't they freaking get it? I said it 100 times. And guess what? You're gonna say it 100 more, but they will get it. Like, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I've seen it work, but you have to be consistent, okay? So, what are we gonna do? Redirect. How are we gonna do it? Be consistent. Verbalize your request. Don't negotiate with those terrorists, okay? All right, y'all. That's it. Boom! I'm in the back.